Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find our Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will be getting daily, weekly and monthly current affairs on regular basis. You can use code VIKAS10 to get additional 10% discount while purchasing the course. This video is available both in English and Hindi. The timestamp for both English and Hindi are mentioned in the description of each video. You can contact us on the number provided or mail provided. Also follow us on Telegram and Instagram, and the link for the same is provided in the description of each video. Also students, this is our homework section's free subscription contest. Follow the procedure and win full 1 year AffairsCloud current affairs subscription. Also students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for appointments and resignation for May month. First question is, who has been recently appointed as the Director General of the National Institute of Solar Energy for a period of 3 years? So Mohammad Rihan, right? He has been appointed as the Director General of National Institute of Solar Energy, and he will be in this position for the next 3 years. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Jio Financial Service Limited for 3 years? So Hitesh Kumar Sethia, right? He has been appointed as Managing Director and it will be of Jio Financial Service Limited, and it will be for the next 3 years. Right? Take a note of this. Next, who has been recently elected as the new Prime Minister of Solomon Islands? So Jeremiah Manile, right? He has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Solomon Islands, right? And he won the recent elections there, and he has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Solomon Islands. Next, who has been recently appointed as the President of Goods and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal by Appointment Committee of the Cabinet? So who has been appointed here as the President of Goods and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal? Sanjay Kumar Mishra. Option 3 is right here, right? And if we talk about GST, is GST a direct tax or an indirect tax? GST is an indirect tax, right? And it was implemented in 2017. Next is RBI has recently approved the appointment of Dash as a part-time chairman of HDFC Bank Limited. So Atanu Chakrabarti, right? He has been RBI has approved his appointment as the part-time chairman of HDFC Bank Limited. Correct? He is a 1985 batch IAS officer of Gujarat cadre. Next, which bank has recently appointed Sanjeev Nautiyal as their managing director and chief executive officer for 3 years with effect from 1st July 2024? It will be Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. Right, so it is Ujjivan Small Finance Bank that has appointed Sanjeev Nautiyal as their MD and CEO for 3 years with effect from 1st of July. And remember one more thing here, that he will be in this position for the 3 years, correct? Next is, who has been recently appointed as the chairperson of Special Olympics Asia Pacific Advisory Council? So Malika Nadda ji, right, has been appointed as the chairperson of Special Olympics Asia Pacific Advisory Council, and this is for 3 years, correct? And as the chairperson of APAC, Malika Nadda will represent the entire Special Olympics Asia Pacific region that includes 34 countries, right? And she has been appointed as the chairperson of the Special Olympics Asia Pacific Advisory Council, that is Dr. Malika Nadda. Next, who took charge as the chairman cum managing director of the National Small Industries Corporation Limited on 2nd May 2024? So Dr. Subhranshu Shekhar Acharya. Right, he assumed the charge of chairman cum managing director of National Small Industries Corporation Limited, that is a Miniratna company of the that comes under the government of India. And if asked about the ministry, this comes under the Ministry of MSME. He will be replacing whom? He will be replacing Vipul Goyal. He will be replacing Vipul Goyal. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Vice Chief of Naval Staff? So Krishna Swaminathan, right? He is Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan, and he assumed the charge as the Vice Chief of Naval Staff. He previously served as the Chief of Personnel at the Naval Headquarters in New Delhi, and he was also a recipient of Ati Vashist Seva Medal and Visisht Seva Medal also. Next, in May, who was elected as the new President of the Republic of Panama? So, Jose Raul Mulino was recently elected as the new President of the Republic of Panama. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Paytm Money, that is a subsidiary of 197 Communication Limited. So, Rakesh Singh, he has been appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of Paytm Money, that is a subsidiary of 197 Communication Limited, and he was appointed to this position following the resignation of Varun Sridhar. Next, UNICEF India has recently named which Bollywood actress as their dash? So first of all, remember, it is Kareena Kapoor Khan. She was appointed as the National Celebrity Ambassador by UNICEF. Correct? So take a note of this. Next, who has been recently elected as the 7th First Minister of Scotland, succeeding Hamza Yusuf? So John Ramsay Sweeney, right? He has been elected as the 7th First Minister of Scotland, and he will be succeeding Hamza Harun Yusuf. Next, who has been recently reappointed as the Prime Minister of Russia? Mikhail Mishustin. He has been reappointed as the Prime Minister of Russia. And who has been reappointed as the President of Russia? Vladimir Putin. Next, who has been appointed as the Chairperson of National Accreditation Board for Hospitals and Healthcare Providers? Rizwan Koita. Right, he is an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and the director of Koita Foundation, and he has been appointed as the chairperson of National Accreditation Board for Hospitals and Healthcare Providers. He will replace whom? He will be replacing Padma Shri Dr. Mahesh Verma, the Vice Chancellor of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University of Delhi. Next, who has been recently appointed as the new Managing Director of IIFL Securities Limited? So, who has been appointed here? Name Kumar H. Right, he has been appointed as the new Managing Director of IIFL Securities Limited, and he has succeeded R. Venkataraman, who served as the Chairman and Managing Director of the company. His term as MD of the company expired on 14th of May. Next, who has been recently appointed as the new Executive Director of United Nations Multi-Partner Trust Fund Office? So, Alan Naudehu, correct? He has been appointed as the new Executive Director of United Nations Multi-Partner Trust Fund Office, and he will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Jennifer Topping of Canada. Next, in May, Vice Admiral Sanjay Bhalla assumed the charge as the Chief of Personnel of Indian Army. Take a note of this. Oh, sorry, Indian Navy, right? Not option 3. Option 4 is correct. So I repeat, Vice Admiral Sanjay Bhalla, he assumed the charge as the Chief of Personnel of Indian Navy. Correct. He has been also awarded with the Nau Sena Medal and Ati Vashist Seva Medal. Next, who has been recently named as the Singapore's new Prime Minister? So who has been named as the new Prime Minister of Singapore? Lawrence Wong. Take a note of this, important. Right, Lawrence Wong. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Lee Hsien Loong. Right, so Lawrence Wong has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Singapore, and he will be succeeding Lee Hsien Loong, who has been serving as the president since, who has been serving as the Prime Minister since 2004 to 2024. That was a 20-year-long reign. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Executive Director of RBI? So R Lakshmikant Rao, right? R Lakshmikant Rao has been appointed as the executive director of the Reserve Bank of India. Next, who has been recently elected as the president of the Supreme Court Bar Association? So Kapil Sibal recently won the election and has been appointed as the or elected as the president of the Supreme Court Bar Association. Right, take a note of this. And he won by almost 1066 votes by defeating Pradeep Kumar Rai, a senior advocate who just secured 689 votes. And this is for the fourth time that Kapil Sibal has been appointed as the president of Supreme Court Bar Association. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Croatia? So, Andrej Plenković, right, has been appointed as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Croatia. He is 54 years of age and he has been serving as the Prime Minister of Croatia since 2016. Next, who has been recently elected as the President of the Republic of Chad? So, Muhammad Idris Deby Itno has been elected as the President of the Republic of Chad. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, which life insurance company has recently appointed Rushabh Gandhi as the new MD and CEO for a period of 5 years with effect from 1st of July? So, India First Life Insurance Company has appointed Rushabh Gandhi as their new MD and CEO. He will be in this position for the next 5 years. Next, who has been recently appointed as the president of the CII for 24-25? Sanjeev Puri. Right, he has been appointed here. And Sanjeev Puri, he will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding R Dinesh. He will be succeeding R Dinesh. Next, who was recently sworn in as the 16th president of Taiwan in a ceremony held at the presidential office in Taipei? So, William Lai Ching-te, right? He has been sworn in as the 16th president of Taiwan. Correct? Take a note of this. And he will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Tsai Ing-wen. She was the first female head of the state of Taiwan and Asia. Next, who has been recently re-elected as the president of Dominican Republic for second term? So, Luis Rodolfo Abinader Corona, right? He has been re-elected. He has been re-elected as the president of the Dominican Republic of Congo for the second term. Correct? Next, who has been recently elected as the president of Vietnam for the term 21 to 26? Tell me, who has been elected here as the president of Vietnam? So, To Lam has been elected as the president of Vietnam from 2021 to 2026. Right? Take a note of this. And he will take over from the position from whom? So, he will be taking over from President Vo Van Thuong, correct, after the resignation of the President Vo Van Thuong. Next, who has been recently appointed as the whole-time executive director of IDFC First Bank Limited for a period of 3 years? So, Pradeep Natarajan, right, he has been appointed as the whole-time director of IDFC First Bank Limited for a period of 3 years. Next, name the chairperson of an expert committee that has been recently constituted by IFSCA to position GIFT IFSC as a global commodity trading hub. So, Rajiv Khair, right? The IFSCA has constituted an expert committee to position GIFT City, that is GIFT IFSC, and this will be in GIFT IFSC. And here, Rajiv Khair, correct? He will be chairing this 21-member expert committee. And this legal committee or this expert committee will be looking into regulatory and policy frameworks and the incentive structures that will help promote GIFT City IFSCA to become a global commodity trading hub. Next, Klaus Schwab, the founder and executive chairman of Dash, has announced that he would be stepping down from the executive role and transitioning to a non-executive role by January 2025. So, Klaus Schwab, the founder and executive chairman of World Economic Forum, right? He is the founder and executive chairman of World Economic Forum, he has announced that he will be stepping down from the executive role and he will be taking the non-executive role from Jan 2025. Next, Government of India has appointed Justice Dash as the acting Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh High Court and Justice Dash as the acting Chief Justice of Madras High Court. So remember, Government of India has appointed Justice Sheel Nagu as the acting Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh and R. Madhavan as the acting Chief Justice of Madras High Court. Next, in May, Delhi High Court appointed Justice Nazmi Waziri as chairperson of the Ad hoc Administrative Committee to supervise the administration of Equestrian Federation of India, that is EFI. I repeat, Delhi High Court, they have appointed Justice Nazmi Waziri, the retired judge of Delhi High Court, as the chairperson of the Ad hoc Administrative Committee to supervise the administration of the Equestrian Federation of India, the governing body for equestrian sports in India. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Prime Minister of Chad, replacing Sakes Masra? So, Alamai Halina, right? Chadian President Hamad Idris Deby Itno has appointed Chad's former ambassador Alamai Halina as the new Prime Minister of the Republic of Chad, right? And Alia Halina will be replacing the opposition leader Sakes Masra. Next, who has been recently appointed as the new non-executive part-time chairman of ICICI Bank Limited? So, Pradeep Kumar Sinha, right? He has been appointed as the non-executive part-time chairman of ICICI Bank Limited. And remember, he will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Girish Chandra Chaturvedi. He will be retiring on 30th of June. And here, Pradeep Kumar Sinha will be in this position for the next 3 years. Next, which sports personality was recently named as the tournament ambassador for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup? So here remember who was appointed here? Shahid Afridi, Yuvraj Singh, Usain Bolt, right? And Chris Gales. They were appointed as the tournament ambassador for the 9th edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup that was held in West Indies and USA, that was hosted by these two countries. Next, who has been recently appointed as the commandant of the National Defence Academy? So, Gurcharan Singh, correct? Vice Admiral Gurcharan Singh has assumed the role of the commandant of the National Defence Academy. Where is this NDA? It is in Pune, Maharashtra. Correct? And remember, INS Khurki was under his command. Correct? Next, who has been recently re-elected as the President of the Republic of Lithuania for the second 5-year term from 2024 to 2029? So, Gitanas Nausėda, right? I repeat, Gitanas Nausėda has been re-elected as the President of the Republic of Lithuania for the second 5-year term. Second 5-year term. That is from 2024 till 2029, and he has been serving as the President of Lithuania since 2019. Next, the ACC has approved 1-month extension in service of the Chief of Army Staff Dash with effect from 31st of May 2024 up to 30th of June 2024. So, ACC has extended the 1-month extension of the service of Chief of Army Staff Manoj Pandey by 1 month, that is from 31st of May 2024 till 30th of June 2024. Next, ACC has extended the tenure of who is the Secretary of the Department of DRDO and who is the Chairman of DRDO and Secretary of the Department of Defense Research and Development by 1 year, that is 31st of May 2025. So, Dr. Samir V. Kamath, right? He is the chairman of DRDO as well as the secretary of the Department of Defense Research and Development, correct? And his term has been extended by 1 year. Next, who has been recently elected as the Director General of the World Organization for Animal Health for 5 years, that is from 2024 to 2029. So, Emmanuel Sobran, right, has been elected as the Director General for the World Organization for Animal Health, and he will be in this position for the next 5 years, that is from 2024 to 2029. Next, ECC has approved the appointment of Dash as the Secretary of the Lokpal of India. So Pradeep Kumar Tripathi has his appointment has been approved by ECC as the Secretary to the Lokpal of India. Take a note. Next, name the personality who has been recently appointed as the brand ambassador of the Muthoot Papachan Group, popularly known as Muthoot Blue. So Shah Rukh Khan here, right? Remember, famous actor Shah Rukh Khan has been recently appointed as the brand ambassador of the Muthoot Papachan Group, popularly known as Muthoot Blue. So these were your important appointments and resignation, friends. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial in your learning. Next, the Boxing Federation of India became a member of Dash. So they became a member of World Boxing. Next, name the multinational exercise in which Indian Air Force is participating from 30th of May to 14th of June in United States of America. This is Red Flag 24-2. Where this exercise will be held? It will be held in Alaska, United States of America. Right, and here from Indian side, 8 Rafale fighters, 3 C-17 transport aircraft and 2 IL-78 mid-air refueling aircraft will be taking part. Then if we talk about Dusslik exercise, this is the 5th edition of the exercise that was held between India and Uzbekistan. And location where was this held? It was held in Uzbekistan in the April month. Then if we talk about Lamitya, this is an exercise where Indian Army took part, and from Indian Army, Gorkha Rifles took part in this 10th edition of Lamitya exercise. And where was this held? This was held between, first of all, remember, between Indian Army and Seychelles Army, and it was held in Seychelles. Next, which country has topped the FDI to India with 11.77 billion in FY24 as per the DPIIT data? So Singapore is the country that has topped in terms of the FDI received, right? India received the highest FDI. From which country? It received from Singapore, that is $11.77 billion. And on second position was Mauritius. Next, who has been recently elected as the 7th president of Iceland? So Hela Tomsdør has been elected as the 7th president of Iceland. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Guðni Thorlacius Johansson. Then if we talk about Asif Ali Zardari, Asif Ali Zardari was elected as the 14th president of Pakistan for the second time. Next, name the Indian cricketer who announced his retirement from all forms of cricket on 1st of June after playing for India for 20 years. So Dinesh Karthik has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. Then if we talk about Yuzvendra Chahal, he is an Indian leg spinner and he became the first Indian bowler to complete 350 wickets in T20 format. Next, who won the women's single title at the Yonex Bonn International 24, a badminton World Federation Future Series event held from 29th of May to 1st of June in Germany? So Tanvi Sharma, right? She is the badminton player and she has won the Yonex Bonn International that was held in Germany, and she is just 15 years of age. Then if we talk about PV Sindhu here, PV Sindhu won the gold at the Badminton Asia Team Championship in the women's event by defeating the Thailand team in the final. And this marks the first ever podium finish of the Indian women team, also the first ever gold for India at the Badminton Asia Team Championship. Next, name the personal finance mobile application that was recently launched by SEBI for investors. It is Sarthi 2.0, right? This Sarthi 2.0, it was launched by SEBI, and this app introduced a user-friendly interface which aims to simplify the complex financial concept, right? And SEBI has also, apart from this, remember, SEBI has imposed a penalty of 2.5 lakh rupees on Samco Securities Limited, right? Then if we talk about C-Cares here, remember Prahlad Joshi, who is our Union Minister of Coal, has launched this web portal C-Cares, and this is to digitize the records and work process of the Coal Mines Provident Fund organization, that is C-Cares. Next, Adani One and Dash has jointly launched India's first co-branded credit card with the airport-linked benefit in collaboration with the card network Visa. So Adani One and ICICI Bank, they have jointly launched India's first co-branded credit card with airport-linked benefits, and it was in collaboration with Visa. Next, who has been recently elected as the first woman president of United Mexican State, that is Mexico? Claudia Sheinbaum. She has been elected as the first woman president of Mexico. Right? Take a note of this. She will succeed whom? She will be succeeding Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. And remember, she will be in this position for the next 6 years starting from 1st of October 2024. Then if we talk about Nadia Calvino, she's a Spanish economist and a civil servant, and she became the 8th president of European Investment Bank. Next, name the China National Space Administration's lunar probe that has recently made a soft landing on the moon's far side to collect and return samples. It is Chang'e 6. Indirectly, this question can be asked that this Chang'e 6 mission is of which country? It is of China. Then next is Peregrine Mission 1. That is your PM1. This is of NASA. Next, which organization has recently developed the computational fluid dynamics software named Parallel RANS Solver for aerospace vehicle aerothermodynamic analysis, that is PRAVA. So which is that organization? It is ISRO. Indian Space Research Organization has developed this PRAVA. Right? Take a note of this. This software was developed by ISRO's Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, and this is basically to test the fluid dynamics, right, and aerodynamics of the spacecrafts, right, and it is a software. Then if we talk about HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL has delivered two Dornier 228. These Dornier 228, there are the surveillance aircraft, and they have been delivered to Guyana Defence Force. Next, name the satellite that was recently launched by European Space Agency to study the role of clouds and aerosols in the Earth's climate. It is EarthCare. This is the name of the satellite launched by European Space Agency, and it is to study the role of clouds and aerosols, right? What is the process? What is the role in the Earth's climate? And this EarthCare, that is Earth Cloud Aerosol and Radiation Explorer, this is the full form. It was launched using the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Florida, USA. And this is a joint venture between ESA and JAXA. JAXA is the space agency of Japan. Next, which institute has recently signed an MOU with Armed Force Medical Services to collaborate on research and training? It is IIT Hyderabad. Right? Then if we talk about IIT Delhi, it is Ministry of Rural Development. They have signed an MOU with IIT Delhi, and it is basically to leverage the use of geospatial technology and artificial intelligence in the monitoring of the assets under Manrega. Next, according to International Labour Organization, World Employment and Social Outlook for May 2024 update, global unemployment is projected at how much? So global unemployment is projected at 4.9%. Then if we talk about 6.7%, this was projected by NSSO, right? And they have released the quarterly periodic labor force survey bulletin for January to March month. In this, they have projected the unemployment rate declined by 10 basis point to 6.7%. That was earlier 6.8%. Next, SEBI set up an ad hoc committee headed by Usha Thorat to review the ownership and economic structure of Dash. So it is for reviewing the ownership and an economic structure of clearing corporations, right? Next, if we talk about foreign portfolio investors, here SEBI has allowed the FPI to establish in GIFT City, Gujarat to accept the unlimited investments from the NRIs. Next, name the mobile application that was launched on the occasion of World Environment Day, that is on 5th of June, to monitor the real-time air quality index. It is AirPrava, right? It is to monitoring the real-time air quality index, and it was launched on World Environment Day. It was launched by whom? It was launched by Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology. Next, apart from this, remember, Government of India has also designated Bihar's Nagi Bird Sanctuary and Nakti Bird Sanctuary. Nagi Bird Sanctuary and Nakti Bird Sanctuary of as wetlands of the international importance, and these comes under the Ramsar convention, right? So they have been declared as Ramsar sites. Next, which country's central bank has recently signed an agreement with NPCI International Payment Limited to introduce a payment similar to UPI? It is Peru.